Hello, friends. What is the most important quality in a person? Is it strength? Is it intelligence? Is it money? Or is it something invisible? Today's story takes us to the ancient East, to a land of high mountains and green rice fields. In this land, there lived a great emperor. The emperor was very rich and very powerful, but he had a problem. He was very old. His hair was white, his back was bent, and he had no children. He needed to choose a successor. A successor is the next king. Who would wear the crown after him? He didn't want to choose a general. He didn't want to choose a rich man. He wanted to choose someone with a good heart. So he decided to create a test. The emperor loved plants. He loved flowers. So he decided to use flowers for the test. One day, soldiers rode to every village. Gallop, gallop. They blew their trumpets. Toot-toot-toot-oo. Hear ye, they shouted. The emperor calls all the children to the palace, every boy and every girl. Come to the palace next Tuesday. The children were excited. Why does he want to see us? They asked. Maybe he will give us candy. Maybe he will give us toys. On Tuesday, thousands of children gathered in the palace square. There was a boy named June. June was a quiet boy. He was not strong, he was not rich, but he was a wonderful gardener. He loved the earth. He could grow huge tomatoes and beautiful roses. The emperor walked out onto the balcony. He looked at the children. He held up a small bag. "My children," said the emperor, "I am looking for the next emperor." The children gasped. "Us?" "Yes," said the emperor. "I will give each of you one seed. This is a special seed. I want you to go home, plant the seed in a pot, give it water, give it sun. In exactly 1 year, bring your pots back to me. The child with the most beautiful flower will be the new emperor." June waited in line. The emperor gave him a small brown seed. He held it tight. He was so happy. "I will grow the best flower," he thought. "I'm a good gardener." June ran home. He found his best clay pot. He went to the garden and dug up the softest, richest black soil. He planted the seed carefully, not too deep, not too shallow. He sprinkled it with fresh water. "Grow, little seed, please grow." Every day, June checked the pot. He put it in the sunny window in the morning. He moved it to the warm kitchen at night. He talked to the pot. "Hello, seed. Are you thirsty?" 1 week passed. June looked at the dirt. Nothing. 2 weeks passed. Nothing. 1 month passed. June met his friend Ming in the market. "June," said Ming, "look at my plant." Ming showed June a picture. His plant was already big and green. "Mine is growing fast," Ming said. June felt worried. He went home. He checked his pot. It was just dirt, empty brown dirt. Maybe it needs more water, he thought. He gave it more water. Maybe it needs fertilizer, plant food. He gave it plant food. 3 months passed, 6 months passed. Still nothing. The pot was empty. June was very sad. He thought, "I failed. I killed the seed. I'm a bad gardener." From his window, he saw other children walking by. They were carrying heavy pots with green bushes and tall stems. June wanted to hide his pot. He was ashamed. Finally, the year was over. It was the day to return to the palace. June's mother looked at him. "June, are you going?" June shook his head. "No, mother, my pot is empty. Everyone will laugh at me. The emperor will be angry." His father put a hand on June's shoulder. "June," said his father, "you did your best. You worked hard for 1 year. You must go. You must tell the emperor the truth. To be honest is better than to hide." June knew his father was right. He picked up his empty pot. It felt heavy with sadness. He walked slowly to the palace. When June arrived at the palace, he was shocked. It was a sea of colors. Thousands of children were there, and every child had a magnificent flower. There were red tulips, there were yellow sunflowers, there were purple orchids. Some flowers were as big as a plate. The children were smiling. They were proud. June found a small corner in the back. He put his empty pot on the ground. The other children looked at him. "Look," they whispered, "he brought an empty pot. How stupid. He didn't grow anything. Ha ha ha." June wanted to cry. He looked down at his shoes. The trumpets blew. Doo-doo-roo! The emperor came out. He was wearing his golden robes. He walked among the children. He looked at the flowers. He looked at the giant red flowers. He nodded. He looked at the beautiful purple flowers. He nodded. The children smiled. They waited for him to say, "Good job." But the emperor did not smile. His face was serious. He walked past the beautiful flowers. He did not look happy. Finally, he reached the back of the room. He saw June. He saw the empty pot. The emperor stopped. The room became very quiet. "You," said the emperor, "bring your pot here." June was terrified. His legs were shaking. "He is going to kill me," June thought. "He is angry because I failed." June walked to the front. He knelt down. "I am sorry, Your Majesty," June cried. "I tried. I planted the seed. I gave it water. I gave it sun. I talked to it every day. But it did not grow. I'm sorry I have an empty pot." The emperor looked at June. Then he smiled, a big, warm smile. He put his hand on June's head. He turned to the crowd. "Behold," shouted the emperor, "I have found him! I have found the new emperor!" The crowd was confused. "Him? But he has no flower." The emperor held up June's hand. "1 year ago, I gave you all a seed. But then I played a trick on you. Before I gave you the seeds, I boiled them. I cooked them in hot water. A boiled seed is dead. It cannot grow. It is impossible." The emperor looked at the thousands of beautiful flowers in the room. "All of you, you saw that your seed did not grow, so you threw it away. You bought new seeds. You planted new flowers. You wanted to win, so you lied." Then he looked at June. "Only this boy had the courage to bring me the empty pot. Only this boy was honest. His pot is empty of flowers, but it is full of truth." And so June became the emperor. He was a wise leader. He taught his people that a simple truth is more beautiful than a pretty lie. My friends, sometimes we feel pressure to be perfect.